Huh. Back to normal Inkopolis. Splatfest is over. Team A got thoroughly destroyed. And of course, it was mainly because of the white ink. Oh, what's rank mode right now? Rainmaker? Oh, why don't we dig in a bit to that while we wait for people to show up? We have Walleye and Inkblot, huh? Not exactly my favorite Rainmaker courses, but they'll do. Ooh, what the hell got me? Oh, someone that got splatted. Too bad they didn't, Where is the Rainmaker? Oh, it's over here. Oh, we got it to 13. It's a good opening drive, I think. Also, while we wait for people to file in, just a little bit of news that's been going on. I'm not exactly doing well. Oh. A little bit of news going on about the Octo Expansion. Basically, the fact that, oh, hello, Akarisai! Welcome to the stream. Basically, the fact that the octoling expansion will not completely be skill-gated. I mean, the playable octolings. Basically, Nintendo revealed that that if the 80 levels, yes, there are going to be 80 levels to the expansion. If it proves too difficult, there's a mechanic where Off the Hook will let you skip levels. They will let you skip levels if it proves too hard. Now, it looks like what it is if you fail too many times, what will happen is you can call on Off the Hook to give you a boost to advance the story. And the thing is, this has all kinds of players in a tizzy. It's like, I mean, I'm seeing comments like, "Oh, so it's the pussy option," and maybe you should just get good, you know? But no, that kind of culture needs to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Splatoon has never been about getting good. Splatoon has always been accessible. Nothing that truly matters in the game is skill locked. Nothing that truly matters in the game is skill locked. Nothing. Nothing that truly matters, yes, it's supposed to be a fun, accessible, nicer shooter as opposed to something like, yeah, exactly. Everything about this game is accessible. I mean, sure, there's gear that's level locked. But leveling is just a matter of playing the game whether you win or lose. But nothing is truly skill locked. I mean, yes, there's the hero weapons that you can unlock, but the hero weapons are just reskins of other gear that have the exact same properties. There's nothing special or different about hero gear that you can't get from some other gear. And I know some people say, well, there's nothing different about octolings or squids. They play the same, so it's just cosmetic. Where that is true, the look of your player character is also something that's a little more personal. And is therefore something that should be more accessible to other people. Yes, cosmetic unlocks based on skill is fine. And like I said, some people might say that that the octoling skill is a cosmetic unlock. And I guess if you want to be technical, it is. But it's also a personal look unlock. Like gear. Gear can also be a personal lock, as well as gear can also be a personal unlock as well as getting it for skills. You know, a lot of people get it for skills, but some people get gear because they want a certain look. And gear is not skill locked at all. Oh, they have a disconnect. Yeah, but gear is not skill locked. It's like I said, it's only level locked. The only thing keeping you from getting certain pieces of gear is just your level in the game, not your skill in the game. Oh! But yeah, Git Good culture needs to die. It just needs to die and die fast. You don't need your bragging rights that bad. You You know what the bragging rights are in this game? Your bragging rights are, say, your S+ rank, okay, or maybe your Splatfest level. But don't lock features away due to skill. A feature of the game should not be a bragging right. You want your bragging rights? You got your S+. You know, you got your S+. You got your S+ rank. You know? And the feature should be allowed with acceptable time. Yeah, time grind is different. And sorry if I'm a little disjointed here with my speech right now, but this game's getting intense. Anyway, but yeah, time grind is fine. I don't mind time grind. Time grind doesn't matter. You know, play the game enough, and you'll eventually unlock what matters. But skill locks, no. No skill locks, please. Now, like I said, you need bragging rights that bad, you've got your S+ rank. You don't need an S+ rank to actually progress to get actual features of the game. Yeah. Exactly. See, one thing I love about Nintendo over a lot of other games is that Nintendo knows that games are supposed to be fun. Nintendo knows games are supposed to be fun. And it's not fun if you're consistently banging your head against the wall because you can't get past the level. You know, like I said, here are the things that give you. Here are the things where you can show off bragging rights in Splatoon 2. Your S+ rank, your Zapfish, and pretty soon Callie being in Octo Valley. And those are all cosmetic. It's not something that's needed in order to get a personal look for your character. It's not something that's needed to, you know, progress in the main part of the game. It's cosmetic. I mean, and that's also part of why the Switch is selling so well, because Nintendo knows that fun is key. And I mentioned this in one of my Splatfest streams yesterday. Maybe for a moment I forgot I wasn't playing Turf War. Anyway, I mean, Nintendo's games are not always graphical powerhouses. Nintendo games are not always graphical powerhouses, but you know what? They're still fun. Oh! I was hoping I'd get away, but apparently not. Oh! If I want those sorts of games on PS or Xbox One, I have them better on my gaming PC. Well, it's not even that, but you know, if you want those type of games, get those type of games. Not everything has to be that type of game. You know? There aren't other systems with likes of Mario Odyssey or Splatoon, yeah. And like I said, if you want those type of games where everything has to be a bragging right and everything's locked behind skill, then play those type of games. No one is, no one is forcing you to play Nintendo games. But for some of us who just want to just sit back, relax, and have fun, aka casual gamers, should be allowed to enjoy that. Not everything has to be Git Good. That's probably better served by CSGO or PUBG. Yeah. Not everything has to pander to Git Good culture. And I hate that so many people think it does. Yeah, and you know what's funnier? Let me tell you something that's funnier. I admit I'm a little upset over Pearl's reaction to winning the Splatfest. She basically used the law to keep science down, which I felt was a little too close to real life for a lot of people. And I got yelled at by some people saying, "Oh, seriously? We're sorry you're so offended over a kid's game." But these are the same type of people. These are the same type of people who will then poo-poo that they can't use their octoling as a bragging right. It's like, get good, get good. So, and that's when you want to know, which is it? Is it a kid's game, or do you want everything skill locked? You can't have it both ways. Yes, a Karasai, you get it. Well, I don't think it's so much that they enjoy grief and pain as it is that it's a part of gaming culture that feeds into to the concept of toxic masculinity. I mean, and the thing is, I see it among a fair number of female gamers too. That games are supposed to be hard, and games are supposed to be, and if you can't get good, you should get penalized. That's a that all stems from that stems from toxic masculinity and the fact that when video games were first introduced, they were largely a guy's thing. Well, when competitive video games were first introduced, that is. There weren't a lot of female gamers. You know, compare that. Yeah, for a lot of folks, that's just what gaming is, and that is a mindset that needs to die. Yes, some people enjoy hard games. Sometimes I might enjoy a hard game too, but that's not what I want out of Splatoon. Mostly what I want out of Splatoon is what I'm doing right here. Turf War. Is it hard? Is it hard? Well, it's only as hard as the people you play against. And that's fine. I mean, like I said, and Nintendo realizes this. Nintendo matches you up with players who are more or less around your skill level, for the most part. And because Nintendo does that, like I said, it's only as hard as the people it's only really as hard as the people you're playing against, and that's fine. Ah, curling bomb rush. That's not good. Not everything needs to be locked behind a skill gate. I mean, and I'll say it again. There's enough stuff in Splatoon there's enough stuff in Splatoon that's bragging rights already. Your playable octoling does not need to be one of them. Playable octolings are a feature many people have clamored for ages. Ever since the first game. Let people enjoy them. Oh, I should have gone backward with it. Yes. Exactly. Akarasai, it's nice to be able to play Splatoon with folks like my sister, who loves games but has never felt any want or need to get good. And then there are people who, no matter how much they play, will never get good. For example, the disabled. And then there are people who have high anxiety who aren't going to be able to take beating their head against the screen until they defeat it. Not everything has to be fucking Dark Souls. Let Dark Souls be Dark Souls. Let Cuphead be Cuphead. Not everything has to be that. And by the way, Akarasai, if you want to play with, just let me know and I'll switch to Turf War. Damn sniper got him. Ah! Oh, you're at work. Okay. That's all right. As Zen Sacred says, no worries, no worries. All right, let's get this guy. There. Oh. It's a weird place to put your squid beacon. Ooh, death from above! Oh! Ah, they lost the Rainmaker anyway. I don't know why I like Rainmakers so much. Oh, seriously? I wasn't far enough away from that? Really? Oh, they're dropping squid beacons like crazy. Let's make it not matter to them. We gotta get that sniper. We've really gotta get that sniper. Oh, still didn't get their sniper. Oh, God. Yeah, fall back. Fall back. Oh, damn. Oh, we have 2 disconnects. They've got 1 disconnect, but we have 2. That's not good. Rainmaker just reset. All right, and they took the lead. But then again, we have 2 disconnects. That ain't good. Shit. Oh, now they have a second disconnect. Ah, damn. All those disconnects. All those disconnects. So many disconnects. But yeah, basically the takeaway is Git Good culture has to die. Not everything has to be fucking Dark Souls or Cuphead. Basically, everyone who wants the octoling skin should be able to have it. All right, that's not a bad opening drive. Of it. Oh. Oh. I got one of them. Oh, seriously? Oh, where'd that Oh, that's where that came from, huh? Trade. We gotta move that Rainmaker. Ah! Oh, can we at least move it forward? Yeah. Yes. Ah! Well, at least we moved it forward and got the lead back. Damn! Oh! Almost. Well, frankly, I don't think Git Good culture belongs, period. I don't think Git Good culture belongs unless you're actually trying to be like a professional player or if you're trying to be a competitive player. Unless you're trying to be a professional player or a well-known tournament player, you know, which not everyone is trying to be. You know, Git Good is something you should choose for yourself. It's not something that needs to be forced upon you. Even in games like, say, Call of Duty, CSGO, and PUBG. Like I said, one thing I really like about the way Splatoon does matching is they tend to match you up with people who are similar skill to you. And I don't just mean here in rank mode, I mean normally. And that's another reason why the lobbies in Splatoon 2, how it just simply fills up 8 people. And then, after that, the game splits you up into 2 teams and tries to equalize out the skill as much as possible. That's what I really like about Splatoon. As opposed to other shooters that just throw you in there. Git Good culture needs to die, and it needs to die now. And it does not does not belong in a game like Splatoon. I mean, you want to say you're getting this upset over a kid's game. Well, if it's a kid's game, it should be accessible to fucking kids. mean, Splatoon 2 is both a competitive game and an accessible game. And I like that about Splatoon. Oh god, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Oh, that was close. Oh, they came from behind me. Oh! Should have gone up at the top! Boom! Now I bet that other team is asking, how did we lose that? I can tell you how you lost that. You got a lucky break at the beginning. Well, so basically, how that game mechanic in the Octo Expansion will work, from what I'm reading, from what I'm finding out, is if you fail a level a certain amount of times, it will give you the option to radio off the hook for help, and they will help you forward the story. So whereas. So basically, they are going to at least make you try to finish them. They are at least going to make you try to finish the levels. Which I also don't mind. Oh! That Tenta-missile got me. Damn! Yeah, I was gonna say, fall back a bit. I don't like this. I don't like being on that side of the Rainmaker. Oh, come on, get up there, get up there, get up there. Boom. Yeah. Huh. But Splatoon, but like I said, Splatoon is a very unique game in which it's accessible, but it is also becoming a top-level esport. But the competitive part of Splatoon, the major competitive part of Splatoon, is optional. And I'm reading on Twitter, so many people are upset that lesser skilled players will be able to play as octolings. And they're actually upset at this. And they resort to ad hominem insults. Oh, so it's the pussy button. You know? Skipping is for scrubs. No! No! No, there's a comedy music song in my collection that's kind of a take on that's another take on the Git Good culture. And it's basically the fact that some people might not have time to spend on an incredibly hard game. And the song is called Easy Mode, and it's by Peter Coffin. And like I said, the song is basically about how you may not always have time to get good. Or, well, in the case of that particular game, it's you don't always have time for it because, well, you're in a relationship and you need time for sexy time. But that's just one of many reasons why you may not be able to get good at a game. Gaming is not about beating video games. It's about playing video games. Red Scout, hello! Welcome to the stream. We've been talking about how Nintendo revealed that the levels of the Octoling expansion will have a skip feature, where you can skip levels to advance the story and still get your Octoling gear and still get your playable Octoling at the end. And the fact that the Git Good culture is all up in arms about this, that they can't use their Octoling skin as a bragging right. Or I should say as yet another bragging right. Because there's already bragging rights in Splatoon 2. What are your bragging rights in Splatoon 2? Your bragging rights in Splatoon 2 are your S+ rank and your Zapfish in the square. Those are your bragging rights. They in no way affects gameplay, and in no way affects your customization options for your character. It in no way affects the gameplay or your customization options for your character. Anything that truly matters is not, in this game, is not skill locked, and shouldn't be. And some may say the hero weapons. Well, the hero weapons are just reskins of existing weapons. So like I said, so nothing that, and also your weapons aren't really the look of your character. Your gear is the look of your gear is the look of your character. None of that is skill locked. But yeah, the Git Good culture is upset that they don't have that they can't use their octoling skin as a bragging right. And that's what it comes down to. They want their bragging rights. They want to be able to say, look, I'm an octoling. I'm good at the game. You know what? You got your S plus rank and you got your Zapfish in the square. I think we know you're good at the game. Seriously. And my partner says they want it to be miserable. It's not so much they want it to be miserable. They want to be elite. They want to feel like they're above everyone else. That's what it is. And like I said, if you got say you're at S plus 50, you got your Zapfish in the square, your top 100 in Splatfest. At that point, we know you're good at the game. You don't need yet another way to tell people you're good at the game. Yeah, they're just Call of Duty kids. Like I said, it's the Git Good culture. And like I talked about this with the Karasai as well. This is Nintendo we're talking about here. Nintendo knows what the players want. Nintendo knows how to make games fun. That's why Nintendo has been able to stay competitive even if they don't have powerhouse consoles. That's why Nintendo's been able to stay competitive with less powerful consoles. You know, the N64 was less powerful than the PlayStation and the Sega, but Nintendo came in second. You know, I mean, Nintendo may come in second and third, but not to the... But even when Nintendo comes in second and third, it doesn't ruin them. The Wii U was a disaster. But it still sold well enough that they could keep going. And there are a lot of people, like myself, who had fun with the Wii U. I still have my Wii U. And I still occasionally break out Splatoon 1. I mean, that's the thing. One of Nintendo's hottest properties right now, Splatoon, came from the Wii U. Their worst selling console ever. And then there's the Wii. The Wii was the least graphically capable of its generation. It wasn't even HD at a point in time where the PS3 and the Xbox 360 both were HD. And the Wii was the winner of that generation. The Wii was the best-selling console of that generation. Damn. Yeah, I had no chance. I was the only one left. Yeah, and I got that too. On Twitter, Red Scout. I got that too. Oh, you're just a child. No. No, actually, I'm a 45-year-old adult with responsibilities and a full-time job. I don't have the time to dedicate to Git Gud. But you know what? I'm still a gamer, and I still want to play my video games. And in a game that has customization options, I still want to be able to customize my character the way I want. I mean, don't retreat. What the hell do you mean, don't retreat? Don't retreat should only pop up if I bring the Rainmaker further back in my own territory than the enemy moved it forward. But yeah, not everyone has the time to dedicate to Git Gud. There was someone ahead. Someone swimming ahead. All right. But seriously, I did get, on Twitter, while talking about this on Twitter, I did get someone telling me, oh, you're just a child. You're just a child who can't get good. No. No, I'm someone who wants to actually enjoy my games. Shiz. Huh. Yeah, I wish I had time to play, but I always say life school comes first. And the thing, and that's true. Take not this past weekend, but the weekend before, the Japanese Splatfest. You know, you've watched enough of my streams to know I love making sure I clean out. To the point where, you know, during the Lemon Splatfest, you know, the with or without lemon, I knocked at it for 14 hours and 45 minutes through bad connections and losses to get that queen rank. But you know why I did that? Because I could. I had the time to do it. Granted, I didn't get a lot of sleep, but it's not like I had to work. It was my day off, you know? Now take the Japanese Splatfest Hana versus Dango. I was Team Dango, and I did not queen out. You know why I didn't queen out? I was at a science fiction convention. I actually stopped. I mean, yes, I played the Splatfest here and there. I got almost halfway through the champion bar, but you know, by the time 8 p.m. came around. Yeah, the Splatfest was going to keep going for another. Yes, the Splatfest was going to keep going for another 4 hours. But you know what? There were room parties to go to. There was socializing to be done. You know, it's a science fiction convention. I wasn't going to spend the whole convention cooped up playing Splatfest. I mean, part of the Splatfest Part of my Splatfesting was actually done in a common area of the con, you know, where I could sit with other fans and chat while I was playing. You know, I wasn't just cooped up in my hotel room. But yeah, I stopped playing with 4 hours to go because I wanted to enjoy the con. I wanted to party. You know, stuff like that comes first. I like queening out, but there are limits. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to Turf War, just in case any of you want to join in. Because Red Scout, I know you tend to like joining in. So I'm gonna switch to Turf War. If you want to join in, join in. Oh, whoa, is unable to connect to other consoles. That's not good. Let's try that again. Come on. There we go. There's one more slot left. If you're quick, you can fill it. Nah, it just filled. Huh. Oh, Starfish main stage. Yeah, there's also There's also a matter when it comes to ranked battles. If I play it for too long, I tend to get real salty. Ooh, they're already encroaching on our own days. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's the airing storm. Ah, crap. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Oh, that was close. You have a PS4, but you only have to play. But you only have time to play a round of Overwatch and Fortnite. Yeah. Yeah. Not everyone has the time to get good. Not everyone has the skill to get good. For example, disabled players. It needs to be accessible to them too. And that's when I start getting, that's when I start getting cries of social justice warrior, SJW. You know what? Let me tell you something. If you're calling me an SJW because I'm fighting for social justice, then I'll wear that like a fucking badge. And that's another, oh yeah, disconnect. Oh, and by the way, another good thing, another way Splatoon is accessible. Like you say, you have a PS4 and you only have time to play, say, a round of Overwatch and Fortnite, right? Because I've seen them. Those matches are long. They can take a long time. Splatoon matches, in Turf War, 3 minutes, and you're done. Rank battle, maybe 6 minutes at most, because from what I understand, even overtime doesn't last forever. Oh, Overwatch isn't all that much longer than Splatoon? I've seen some pretty long Overwatch matches. Maybe there's different play modes. I don't know. But I have seen Overwatch matches that easily last about 15 minutes. I mean, granted, I haven't played them myself, but I don't play it myself, but I have friends who play it, and I've watched playthroughs on Twitch. Oh, jeez. I thought I was out of the radius of that one. Oh, okay. All right. So there are different play modes. Okay. And we're getting killed again. We're getting killed again out there. Auto bomb. Oh, yes. Perfect time for the ink storm. Perfect time. Perfect timing. That was perfect timing for that ink storm. Oh, man. Our home base needs love badly. Yeah, we did not win that. Most matches don't go beyond, say, 10 minutes, and that's a long one. But still, Splatoon is still nice and compact that way. You will never see a Splatoon match go 10 minutes because it's not possible. The game mechanics don't allow for it. And some people are wondering if they let you go back and, if even after you unlock your octoling, if they let you go back and try it again. And frankly, I don't see why not. They let you do it for the original story mode. Maybe they might give you, maybe they might give you some more cosmetic achievements for doing it more than once. Exactly, Akarasai. Exactly. If you're in a lobby with people you don't like, just leave and move to the next one. But the main point is, as a whole, Git Good culture just needs to die. There's no need for it. It's a leftover facet. All it is a leftover facet of toxic masculinity. That's all it is. And people say video games have always been it just keeps getting harder until you die. Yeah, you know why video games back in the day just kept getting harder and harder until you die? The reason why they did that is to keep you pumping quarters into them. That's how it started. They did it so that you keep pumping quarters into it. That's all. And from a business standpoint, that makes sense. However, There's no reason why it has to be that way on home consoles. Video games have become so much more now. Video games have also become ways of telling stories. You can game your way through the story. I mean, it's basically become another medium, just an interactive one. And there are some things that should not be locked behind skill. The only reason why video games originally based on skill, or that level of skill, is so that you'd keep pumping quarters into them. In today's world, there's no need for that. Play some Ni no Kuni sometime. It's literally playing a Studio Ghibli film. Exactly! Or Final Fantasy. Holy fuck, Final Fantasy! If you want the king of story-based gameplay, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is the king of story-based gameplay. Yeah, some good friends. You met them through video games. Yeah. And the nature of original arcade games probably also led to video game culture initially being male-dominated, because in order to get the most out of your money, you had to get good. And because of the type of society that existed at the time, and still to a large amount still exists today, more often men than women are taught to be competitive and get good at many things, not just video games, not even sports, and not even just sports in general. It's that whole culture, it's that whole competitive culture that is now starting to go away. And the problem is, a lot of people, that's their identity, is that they're the best. That they're the best, and they have to continue to be the best, and they have to need more ways to prove that they're the best. No, those days are over. As the famous hashtag says, time's up. Oh, God. I keep forgetting. Every time I see one of those things, I gotta think Splashdown's coming. Good. Splashdown wasn't coming that time, was it? And yes, it feels good to win. But you know what? Winning isn't everything. Winning isn't everything. Fun is everything. And yeah, I've had my moments of yelling at the video game screen too. But that shouldn't be what it's about. Look at Twitch in general. I'm just a voice. I'm kind of just a voice on the screen here, doing some Sploon, and people come by and watch me. Sometimes a few, sometimes more. But you know what? I get to interact with you. And if you have the game as well, you get to play with me. It's a shared experience. Win or lose, it's still fun. I get to hang out with some great people in a great environment. I look at this Twitch community and I'm like, this is what gaming's all about. Even in the days of the arcades, when I was a kid back in the 80s, granted it was an hour's drive to the nearest arcade, but while I was there, I'd play games. I'd meet up with other gamers. I'd hang out. We'd talk Geek Shop, and with the home consoles. Yeah, it's great to play at home, but it's better than just simply playing at home? Inviting your friends over to play with you at home. And now that we have the internet and these internet-connected games, now the whole world is your invite. This is what I like. This is what gaming is all about to me, right here. Enjoying it with friends. Whether you're watching a Twitch streamer play and joining in the conversation, or if it's a multiplayer game, joining in to play with them, or even on some mobile games like say Pokemon Go. You and a bunch of friends go to the local park filled with Pokestops, and just walk around and chat, have fun, catch Pokemon. You want to know who the real gamers are? Those are the real gamers. The ones who don't care if they get good. The ones who are just happy they're playing. Those are the real gamers. People want to say what a real gamer is. The real gamers are people who enjoy playing video games, regardless of skill, regardless of time, If you like playing video games, you're a gamer. Simple as that. Hello, E.F. Anthony. Welcome to the stream. This has kind of become more than just simply a Splatoon stream today. This has kind of become a testimony to gaming in general. What it means to be a real gamer. It's not about getting good. It's not about how much you dedicate your life to gaming. It's just simply about enjoying playing video games. Like, I would love to stream, but I need to find time to do it. You know what? I usually don't have time to stream. The main reason why I decided to stream today is because I got up so early. I mean, I usually don't have time to stream on weekdays, but I got up early. I figured, I may as well stream. Like I said, if you really want to stream, if you can only stream 1 or 2 days a week, stream 1 or 2 days a week. I mean, for example, take last week. Last week, I think I streamed. I can't remember if it was Wednesday night or Thursday night. I think it was Thursday night, but that was the first time I had been able to stream in almost 2 weeks. And it's okay. I mean, I'm not a partner. I'm not even an affiliate, and frankly, I don't want to be partner because I don't like the restrictions they put on partners. Would I mind being affiliate? I'd love to eventually be an affiliate. But not partner. They put too many requirements on partners. One of them being is they don't allow you to stream anywhere else. I know what you're saying. You know, you become an employee of Twitch at that point. But as Panzer of Trade Chat found out, that extends to appearing on other people's streams on other forums. She appeared on someone else's YouTube live stream, and Twitch kind of gave her the ban hammer for it. Twitch gave her one of those temporary ban hammers for it, and at that point, she just decided that being a partner was. Being a partner wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth that kind of headache. People say, oh yeah, the crappy partner agreement then, but but it's not like you can negotiate that. I mean, I've talked to other people who are partnered, and they basically say, yeah, that clause is still in there. Oh, that poor Octobomb. It so wanted to blow up in my face. Autobomb. I keep saying Octobomb when I mean to say Autobomb. And I don't know why. There's nothing octo about those bombs. I call the auto bombs dogs because it looks like a dog. Some people also call them chickens. Some people also call them chickens. I saw a post in the square before, around Splatfest that basically said Team Autobomb. Maps and modes. It's 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. Central. Time for maps and modes. And looks like Salmon Run is either opening or closing. Let's see. What do we have? Gobi. Humpback. I need more time on Gobi. I have not played a lot of Gobi. But I have not played much of Gobi. And it looks like Salmon Run just opened. And I'll probably Salmon Run after I hit level 50. I'll probably do more salmon running once I hit level 50. We'll see. Gobi! It's a stage. No, I don't know. Oh God, here they come. Oh! I thought I was out of that. Damn it. What I try to do with Tentamissiles is I try to have them all drop down in one spot, and that way it's easier to cover up afterward. If there's 10 missiles coming my way, I like to try to get them to all drop in one spot. We got our half of the map covered pretty well. I guess. The other half of the map, not so much. Here we go. Oh! Not get away from Josh! Josh! Josh's. You're kidding me. All that virgin ground up there? We didn't cover it? Ah, good. Ink cloud right over their home base. Oh, God. This one's going to be close. What were we saying about the octoling skins earlier? Oh, the fact that they're not going to be skill locked. I mean, yes, you have to complete the yes, you have to go through the 80 levels in order to unlock it, but there's a mechanic in there where if you fail at a particular level too many times, you'll get an option to call on Off the Hook. And off the Hook will give you a hand. And you can keep progressing with the story. And no matter if you get help from them or not, you still unlock the octoling skins at the end. This makes the octoling skins. This makes the octoling skins accessible to lesser skilled players. Oh, God, what did you print up? My partner used up a ton of the good paper on my printer. I'm not exactly happy about that. You looks like you printed up a manga. It emptied the tray. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you may have canceled the printing. The only problem... She may have canceled the printing, but the only problem is, even if you cancel the printing, it sends to the printer very quick. Yes, I made his avoidance of our Tenta missiles moot! Moot! Oh! I roll with those dualies, but I have bad aim. What that means is I may accidentally aim where you're rolling toward. Excuse me. Like that. It's kind of hard to unprint something, yeah. I know, right? But yeah, there'll be a mechanic in the octoling stuff where if you get stuck too many times, you'll have the option to call on Off the Hook to help you out. Oh, all my tunes are now level 46. Okay, normally at this point I would switch to Splatoon 1, but since I'm not going to be on the stream for all that much longer, I'll just keep going. Yeah, I know, the Splatfest. Team Egg got killed. It was the most one-sided Splatfest yet, well, battle-wise. But yeah. Team Chicken got 53% of solo battles and 56% of team battles. That rarely ever happens. Thank you. Oh no! Oh, the yellow team's really confident, are they? They have hardly any of their home basings. How did someone get up there from the other end? I didn't think you could get up there from the other end. What the hell? Oh, if we can get this. Of course, right when my special popped, too. Yes, Pearl through that Article 3 Section 2 backup marina from the first Splatfest. Yeah, Yeah, and actually I have a bit of an issue with that. I do have to admit. That's something that comes a little too close to real life. Yeah, that's something that comes a little too close to real life for my taste. Because as you know, around the world there are governments that try to use the law to silence science. And to an extent it even happens here in the US. I mean, for example, government scientists would love to be able to would love to be able to study the health risks of our gun culture, but they're legally prevented from doing so because of something that passed last decade. So that was a little too close to reality. Because as you know, the chicken versus the egg debate is actually a proxy for creationism versus evolution. And the only reason why that's a thing is because of people's religious dogma. The only reason why that quote-unquote debate even exists is because the scientific facts contradict some people's religion. And so Nintendo tread on some pretty sticky territory there. And frankly, there is a way that they could have avoided a lot of it. If they instead, I wouldn't be even nearly as upset if instead they had Marina say, if instead they had Pearl say that she only chose the team for the white ink. If they had Pearl say that, and yeah, I know for a lot of people the white ink was a sexual reference, and they could tease at Pearl meaning that, but say, have Marina say, scientists would disagree, and Pearl could have been like, yeah, I know, but I just picked it because of the white ink, and then have Marina just look horrified, and Pearl go, what? It matches my outfit. It would not be the first time they hinted at a sexual meme. Like, remember in December, they hinted at they did a callback to the freaking toe-sucking meme. I was surprised about that, I have to admit. Yeah, there ain't much room you can roll there without actually rolling off, Ooh. Those dualies, they get me every time. Death Angel 1403, thank you for joining the stream. We're doing some splooning and we're getting our butts kicked. Why don't I say ouch or this way? Well, I'll tell you why I don't use that a lot unless I absolutely have to. It's because you have to stop your character to do it. And I'm not often in a situation where I can just bring my character to a full stop to do it. How's life? Life's great. I don't use ouch or this way. Like I said, I even rarely booyah. I try to booyah back because it's supposed to be a courtesy, but I don't like stopping my character. Okay, gonna have to head out, but I'll keep the streaming in mind. Okay. Yeah, like I said, even if you can only stream like 1 or 2 days a week, or even just 1 day a week, stream when you can. If you really want to stream that badly, stream when you can. And also, Death Angel, the reason why my stream title is what it is because apparently a lot of gamers are up in arms over the fact that you will effectively be able to, if necessary, skip your way toward playable octolings. There's a mechanic in the game where if you fail at a level too many times, off the hook will be there to help you out and basically let you skip it so that you can continue the story. And this has a lot of gamers up in arms that they can't use the octoling skins as more bragging rights. As if they needed more bragging rights other than their S+50 rank, or their Zapfish in the square, or their Splatfest ranking. You can't chase me forever. But yeah, you got your S+ ranking. You got your Zapfish in the square. You got your top 100 splat. You got your top 100. You got your top 100 Splatfest rank. You don't need yet another bragging right. Yep. I don't know if you could hear what my partner said, but she said to these people, it's all about who's got the biggest phallus. Do you snipe? No, I don't snipe. I'm roller till I die. Roller for good or ill. And in this case, it looks like it's definitely ill because I am no good against these fucking dualies. Yes, I do have Splatoon 1, and my next stream will likely be Splatoon 1. Yeah. Oh, EF Anthony. To some extent, I feel like it's kind of rude when players say this way, like, don't tell me what to do. I will use it in, say, ranked mode, say if it's something like Rainmaker. Like, say, if someone else has the Rainmaker, and I'm trying to ink a path for them, and it doesn't look like they're following, my path, then I'll say this way, this way, this way. Because when you have the Rainmaker and one of your teammates is obviously trying to ink a path, you take the path. When is my next stream? I don't know. I do not have a set schedule, but I do announce before I stream. And I usually announce within an hour or so of when I stream. That's just because I don't always have time to stream. Sometimes during the weekend, I will have set streaming times, and we'll be able to let people know further in advance. But I don't always get up in time to stream. God, can we keep these people out of our home base? But yeah, I don't always wake up in time to stream. That's the problem. I have a graveyard shift job. And then there's the fact that there are some streamers I really don't want to compete against, you know? Like there's a streamer I really like that starts at 8. And I usually end up raiding him at the ends of my streams. But I don't like to compete with him. Because he's a really good streamer, and I'm a big fan of his. So there's all those that take into account. So I don't really have a set schedule. Maybe sometime in the future I might, if I can choose a schedule that I feel I'd be able to keep to. But like I had a mini, like in January I had a mini schedule. At the end of January during, can you play in my next Splatoon 1 stream? Sure. My Nintendo ID is just simply DJ Particle, all one word. Usually I do rank mode in Splatoon 1 because I am trying to level up that squid quickly. But if other people want to play, I will do turf mode, turf war. Okay, you'll be sniping. Cool. But yeah, my Wii U Nintendo ID is just simply DJ Particle. So yeah, if you want to join me on my next Splatoon 1 stream, go right ahead. And my Twitter is also DJ Particle as well. So if you want to know when I stream, I usually announce it on Twitter beforehand. And also on my Twitter, if you scroll down far enough, you'll see a link to my Discord as well. I also announce it there. It's still a very small Discord, but I don't pitch it often, but it's there. And you're Death Angel 09. All right, I will look for you on my Wii U. All right, we're gonna do one more match, and it looks like that person I like to raid is starting a bit early today. So we're gonna raid him at the end of this. But basically, closing arguments. Closing comments here regarding the playable octolings. I like the fact that Nintendo is opening it up to lesser skilled players. And frankly, I had a feeling Nintendo was probably going to do something to that effect, because Nintendo's always been about being inclusive and being family friendly, and they don't usually how can I say this? They don't usually Cuphead things, or some might say Dark Souls, but they don't usually do stuff like that. And I'm glad that they're still not doing it even with this. And if you're one of those, well, I mean, I know. Likely no one in this chat is, but to those people who think that video games are all about getting good, anyone who thinks that way can just fuck off. Getting good at video games is a combination of toxic masculinity and old arcade culture, when game makers wanted you to plug as many quarters into the machine as possible. That's not a thing anymore. Video gaming has grown into a community, and a damn good one at that. And especially the Splatoon 2 community. I love the Splatoon 2 community in general. I mean, that's the thing. People who feel that you need to get good at video games usually aren't really part of the Splatoon community. I mean, in general, but that tends to be more of a Call of Duty mindset. So yeah. Git Gud needs to die. Because that culture breeds contempt. It breeds, well, salt. And it breeds a whole lot of negative emotion that we just don't need. Especially in a game like Splatoon. It's supposed to be cute and fun. The whole nature of the game, the way Nintendo made the game, matching you with people who are usually around your skill level, while at the same time being a game that you can get good at if you really want to. But it's a choice. It's an option. They don't lock anything. They don't lock any real features behind getting good. And And knowing that playable octolings are no exception to this rule just makes me like Nintendo all the more. And this is why Nintendo succeeds even when they fail. Because Nintendo knows that games are supposed to be fun. And so that's what I have to say about that. And I'm just glad that I can have fun here on Twitch with all of you. And I thank you all for joining me on the stream. Death Angel 1403, thank you so much for that follow. It's really appreciated. I hope to see you on my next stream when we switch back to Splatoon 1. And oh, that's right, I went up a level. I went up a level. Someone's got something for me. Meow at me, my man. There's one of the 3 super sea snails I missed by losing the Splatfest. There. So we're going to raid Zen Sacred. He's playing Monster Hunter World. Thank you all for joining me. If you have not yet, pop that like button, or that follow button rather. Join the Particle Acceleration. We'll see you next time for some Splatoon 1, some old school splatting. When will that next time be? Don't know quite yet. But keep abreast on my Twitter. My Twitter handle's in the lower right. My friend code's in the upper left. My Wii U Nintendo ID is also just DJ Particle if you want to preliminarily add me. If you want to preliminarily add me there before my Splatoon 1 stream. So until then, this is DJ Particle signing off. Boom!